Alright guys, and welcome back to more Dangan Ronpa 2, and depending on the length of the last video, some of the previous footage was actually supposed to be part of the first episode, but I probably spliced them together depending on how the length was looking. But anyway, pretty much what we just got done doing was they added two new game mechanics. It was some I don't even know the name of it. That's how new it is. I still don't remember the name or what they called it. You needed to slash forward, you had to let them talk for a little bit, and then use X to slash away, and then you had to mash the X button for some bullshit. I don't even know. It's gonna take at least 2 trials for me to get that down pat, because in the first game, that game was blind, this game is blind, so it's gonna take me at least 2 trials for me to understand the new mechanics, just like the first game did. Alright, so we're gonna hop right back into it, so here we go. That's why I wasn't too frustrated. I knew I was gonna, have some trouble with the game at first, but here we go. It's called Progress. Can you make it?
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
Ah, it is Duralumin case. Awesome! Thank you, Ibuki, for pronouncing that for me, because I was unsure if I was pronouncing that wrong or right.
Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Whoa.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
Alright, the knifers brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too. No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in a dining hall party before they even started, because it was it was taped under the table, right?
I see!
I see! Yeah, get me that
There
health!
was duct tape left under the table where the body was found.
Gotta get that health back.
Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
I guess we gotta present the note next.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
Calm down, Gundam. Calm down, Mr. Tanaka.
You think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right, Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur. Yes. He knew there was going to be a murder because of this embarrassing pose. Nah. He knew once he tasted his dishes, he knew someone was going to get killed over the food. Oh my god. It couldn't possibly be the murder threat. No way.
I can prove it with this.
Give me my health
Everyone,
back.
Can you please take a look at this?
Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone? Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that. Wasn't me!
Whatever, Monokuma.
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
It's there, dude.
Those are still lies! It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other.
True.
In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer? What the? I can't push a button. What's happening? Dude, that was weird. It took him forever to, you know, allow me to press X. Who is it? Among us, who's the one who's killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
You may. I don't know if you can.
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
Ah, I brought this up last time. There was some glow-in-the-dark shit on the duct tape.
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
You know, the killer definitely used a mark. Because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hands. Glowing paint. The party dishes.
I see.
It had to be that delicious-ass food.
Paint was the mark. With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance? But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen. They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
No.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I'm not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
If she stood on the case and used her bamboo stick.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? Did anyone hear a door open when the blackout happened? After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up to now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Really? Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little too hot in here? Oh god, another mechanic. From now on, you must infer whether it's best to agree or argue based on what's being debated. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck! New mechanic, bitch! It's about to go down, make your argument! Let's go! Fight!
Since Peko...
Let me exactly see what their art or their accounts were. So it's his account. The gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity. That's why da 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 da. And then Chiaki's ain't got nothing to do with this. He kept trying to use the bathroom. Ibuki, during the blackout, Ibuki was able to discern all the noise. Alright.
Peko was in the office. She could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
She was probably in the bathroom, now that I think about it.
In the office.
She was in the bathroom, I bet.
Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
She was in there taking that good dump. Because her stomach was upset, remember?
Oh, you weren't in the office?
She was taking that dookie.
That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Just from listening to Pico's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. But I feel like I spoke to someone during that investigation who totally backs up her testimony. Yeah, because the bathroom was
Peko
locked.
was in the office.
So we gotta go with Nikomaru's
She could have
account.
caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
So I was in the bathroom taking a shit.
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I
Consent.
agree with that.
I agree with that.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
And yet it's nothing like that at all. Nikomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Because if you remember closely, what's his call it? The chef. The chef said that the only two people got to eat his meat, right? And Pico had taken some back to the office. She got to eat it, and Akane got to eat it, and she was on the toilet. Pico, after eating that special cow that he killed from the ranch, I'm guessing that the cow from the ranch wasn't exactly, you know, up to snuff. I guess it upset her stomach, and she was on the bathroom.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started.
Right.
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
What do you mean you guess?
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
It's shit.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
This dude loves shit talk.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
But don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
It wasn't that strong. This dude, he's literally a shit talker.
I said it's fine.
Wow, how embarrassing.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
What the hell?
Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hajime about to go bonkai.
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
Damn.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Damn.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
I just noticed he has an odd eye.
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
Oh, I never thought of it like that. The question is whether Pico's stomachache was a coincidence or if somebody intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Oh, I never thought of it from that point of view. Knife, AC timer, night vision goggles. Damn! That's a lot of evidence loaded.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
No.
Now that you mention it...
No. No.
You brought food to the office,
Maybe.
right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Turtle cooked the food. How suspicious.
Turtle.
I wouldn't do anything like that.
Maru.
Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Huh. Let's see. Whether Pico's stomachache was a coincidence or not, if someone intentionally caused it, we need to clarify that first.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
What the hell the AC timer got to do with anything right now?
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
Party dishes.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Turtle cooked the food. How suspicious.
Maru.
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Ruin the taste. Huh. Whether stomach aches was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it.
Did you?
I think it's the AC timer, but I don't know where to present that at. I'm not sure if we should present the AC timer here yet, because remember what I was talking about, how somebody just forced all the electronics to go off at the same time? Poured his heart and soul into cooking various dishes. However, Akane and Pika were the only ones who ate them. Yeah, so Akane was the only one. I mean, Akane and Pika were the only ones who ate the dishes, right? How come Akane didn't get, you know, laxatives, or how come Akane didn't have stomach problems? I was thinking maybe it's because of how she was built. So I probably got to present the party dishes.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong.
Did I get it? Yes, I got it. Okay. Let's go.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Whoa, he's going ham.
Cease this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Damn, Yoko, calm down.
Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. Now, we know exactly what caused the blackout itself, so we need to make it clear how the blackout occurred. The 3 irons that were plugged in, the AC timers, both set to 11:30, and that's when exactly he died? Come on now. Let's see what they gotta say first.
And how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
You gonna bop me? What?
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
No.
Maybe they used a remote control?
Close.
They probably messed with the breaker.
Nah.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Here we go. No! That wasn't it! I thought the power supply and power transmitters were directly tampered with. Those are in tricky spots.
Crap!
Oh! I guess I should have just waited until I seen some more.
Did they throw a stone? Maybe they used a remote control. They probably messed with the breaker. It does not have to be the breaker.
They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
Yeah.
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
By the way, I'm not a trashy skank.
I don't think you are. How did the killer trip the circuit breaker? I already have that clue. Yeah, we already have the clue. I just gotta find... I should have waited. I knew I should have waited. That one sounded the best to me.
They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitter. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
There we go, yup. I knew I was right. I agree with that.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge.
Mahiru.
Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
What the? Whoa, not this shit again.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
Ah.
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Why is he getting mad? I don't understand why he's mad. Ah, shit, the battery level is low. Homie, why you mad?
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the store, and that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
The people who were in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. Is that really it? Narrowing down the suspects like that is dangerous. I should address that first.
The irons in the storage room caused the blackout. Then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means
I missed
everyone
it.
who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Alright, so I seen the weak spot. I didn't even notice it was the weak
The
spot.
storage room caused the blackout. Then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Hold up, hold up.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect. If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Alright, this is like, I still don't understand it. The rebuttal showdown is so weird. Overturn, fast forward argument, open handbook, fire, truth blade, select truth blade, concentrate, open help menu. Alright, X, overturn, slash in the direction you press.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room?
Damn it.
And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I know it's the AC.
If the irons in the storage room caused the then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Hold on.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
This is so confusing. I don't get this mechanic. Maybe I'm using the wrong truth blade. I don't even know what kind of freaking arrows
The
are
irons
there.
in the storage room caused the blackout.
No, no.
Then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I do not get this at all, homie. I'm gonna be completely honest right here. Oh man, it's so hard to focus on this because the words are sideways, and I think I gotta use the directional pad.
And for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dump when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I don't get it. What? I had to do
Just
that?
because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Alright, I see what I gotta do now. Okay.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout...
Here we go.
Allow me to cut through those
I had to
words.
cut all the words?
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Air conditioners!
Here we go.
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too.
Still don't get that, dude. I was just randomly mashing shit.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could present that in a more non-complicated way, because we all knew this already. It was just getting through that specific mechanic of the game. Like, that is still so confusing. It's gonna take some time for me to get used to it.
I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably?
Indubitably?
I didn't even know he knew that word.
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out.
Alright guys, so give me 1 second here. Before we continue any further, we are going to pretty much charge up my Vita. So I'll see you guys very shortly.